Step by step level 8 watercolors topic number 1. Still life. Study carefully the different types of pots as shown in the picture. Draw and color the same using different tones of a single watercolor in the space provided. The steps of shading would move from lighter tone to darker tone. Here I stuck a piece of buff sheet to withstand the watercolors. Let us draw the sketching. I am making a middle line for the symmetry and for this too. For this one in a horizontal way. The same lines I am going to mark over here. For the second pot, let us also mark some more parts. This is the height of this pots. So this is the base. First part. So this is having maximum length over here on this part. So marking this, the same height I am going to mark over here. Oval here, overlapping on the circle to bring out the shape of this. You can just add a curve here, it becomes a pot. If you observe here, there is an instruction that draw and color the same using different tones of single watercolor in the space provided. That means it is a monochrome coloring. Before going to color this picture, let us know what is that single color and different tones. It is nothing but monochrome coloring. What is a monochrome coloring? Monochrome coloring is varying different tones and shades and showing the same by using single watercolor. These are the few examples of monochromatic coloring. What is this monochromatic coloring? Let us see more. A monochromatic coloring is taking one color and gradually decreases or increases its shades from dark to light or light to dark. And to have that color range is called monochromatic coloring. Here if you observe this monochrome picture, it is of a blue shade. Most of the people think that only black and white pictures are monochrome pictures. It's absolutely no. If you find such a picture of black and white, it is called a grayscale. Of course it is one of the monochrome coloring. By using a black color and showing a different tones and shades of black color. In monochrome coloring, we can use any color and show the different tones and shades of the same. This is the best example for monochrome coloring of a blue shade. Here if you observe this mountain range of a blue color shade, the front row it is with a dark blue shade and slowly the next one is just slightly became light in shade and the next line became more light. And if you observe that last mountain, it is a light shade of a blue color. And if you observe that sky, it is more light of a blue color shade. The blue color is gradually fading off from the first row to the next one to next one. If you observe our picture which is given here, the pots, it's a brown color monochromatic. Observe this shade here, it is the light shade of a brown color and the next one is slightly medium shade of a brown color and it became a darker one at the edge. By these shades we can imagine the light source maybe from this side. So all these parts are bright in shade, light in shade, as well as opposite parts are dark in shade. So light sources from this side. And then there can be a shadow here, which is not a given. We can add it. So let us go for the coloring using brown color. Here I am using Camlin Artist watercolors. We need only brown color. For the better result, we can add a dot of black color for the last shade or a fourth shade. So I am going to use these two shades for coloring. I have some simple palette. These are the brushes I am going to use, fine-end brushes. So good quality of brushes, it's very good. They're Teflon hair brushes, which is very good for watercolors. These are a few other brand brushes. This is a Camlin premium brand synthetic hair brush and then the other brands. I'm going to use this water. Let us color this using brown color. Using some brown color here. You need not use more quantity of color. We have to manage the shades with only water. So for the first shade I am adding more. So it is very important to maintain the color scale. Let us just check it out. This light like this. So the light shade it's enough, I feel. So let us fill everywhere with this light shade. I'm using a flat brush for coloring this first shade. It is also very important to use different brushes as per the requirement. Let us color the second part, the same shade, using a medium sized flat brush. For a better result and better management, let the first shade dry and then go for the second shade. It's slightly dried and let's go for the second shade. So as I said, maintain this color scale to check these colors. So reduce the content of the water. Now if you observe, I'm just touching a wet brush to get the dark shade. Still more to be increased. For just a moment, you can add a drop of water. Clear of the brush. Here with the wet brush, you just blend this. Have a gentle wash on this edge so that it will be blended from the second shade to first shade. Using other round brush. Taking a flat cleared brush to blend this. Don't drag this color inside this first shade. Just only try to give a gentle wash at the edge of that particular colored one. Coloring this third part. Watch this. Coloring the foreground with the first shade. So meanwhile it dries, then we can shift to next shade. Adding a tiny dot of black color for the dark shade of brown color. Blend this edge just by gentle wash here with a flat and cleared brush. It is very important to wash your brush when you want to blend this edge. This to be blended with a cleared brush. I am using a flat cleared brush without any color. Let us add for this one also, third shade. Let us blend this using a wet brush. Then I can try blending here, or else this complete part becomes a darkened shade. Adding a thin line here. Clear the brush and try to blend that line. Let us add some dark shade for this. use a clear wet flat brush for blending. Just a gentle wash at that edge. Every time you change this place, you need to wash the brush. Let's try a shadow for this part using the same color. Colored some parts and then now I blend it. This all can be done by just imagination. That's it from this topic. Let's sign off.